to Sportsday. Sorry, England beat India at Twinbridge to take a 2-0 series lead in their series against India. Also, plenty of options on which boxes plays in the semi-finals of Wimbledon, and he will face Yannick Sinner, and we will have a be live there as British wildcard Anthony Farrell is on court. Also on the programme, World Cup Argentina left it late but scored 3 goals in 10 minutes. We'll have plenty of action on the way. Also, Anthony Joshua against Tyson Fury could be heading overnight at Wembley. Also, from appointed manager, we'll kick off with England against India. England overcame a great match at Twinbridge last night to beat India to go 2-0 up in their series against India. England got a good total on the ball, 201 for 720, which means India was brought up for 76.
Bowls to him and he powers this down the ground over the head of Shivam Dubé. It's going out towards the long off boundary, and is it going to go before it does? It rather seems to slow up. Butler back on strike. Archie goes into Bolton. It's short. It's pulled away before. Nicely played by Butler. Bowls to Butler. A bit more flight on that, and Butler gives it something as well. Push that one through. Pulled away by Butler before. Archie is changed ends, and he bowls to Butler, who drags him into the onside. He's going a long way.
That's a very full delivery, and he's bowled it. Josh Butler, it hits him on the boot and then onto the top leg stumps, who consider himself a little bit unlucky that that's not gone over the stumps.
Brook on 60. He's sending that skywards. It's got a mile up. He should be caught. Man on the leg side underneath it. Takes a tumbling catch. Has a good catch in the end. Mystery spin. Well, there's no mystery to that. It's been hammered by Phil Salt. Barrett bowls, smashed down the ground. Salt plays quite a simple game. See ball, hit ball.
Easy signals available down the ground now. Should he like to go down that route? No, he launches one high, way up into the air, out towards deep square leg. And that's a good catch in the end. Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Short, it's been cut in the air out towards deep third. He's got 2 in 2. It's a big double breakthrough for India. England 111 for 4 now after 12 overs. Comes in wide of the off stump to Salt, who crunches the ball to bring up a very well played 50. That's been launched, that's gone into the crowd, and it's 6 more.
Hustles in and bowls, and Curran slaps it away into the offside. Out towards wide long arm. Dive is unsuccessful. Thatcher, left arm round, bowls wide, and it's going to be caught. It is. Simple catch. And Salt's gone for 70, 158 for 5. And Jacks heaves this into the leg side after moving outside the off stump, and he's hit it into the Fox Road stand. After bowls to Jacks, who goes again, dragging this into the onside, and he's got it again. That's way back into the crowd. Archie Rana on a hat-trick, bowling to Curran. It's very full. It's not going to be a hat-trick, it's going to be 4. And that's lofted away by Curran into the onside. Is he going to be caught at deep square leg? It's dropped. It should have been caught. It was dropped. Will Jacks on strike. Archie bowls now the low full toss. Jacks helps it into the leg side. No more than that. They're off for one. I don't think they can come back for two. Or they do come back for two. Surely a run out. It looked far too risky. Archie bowls. It's full. It's dug out into the onside. They're only going to get one here, I think. They can't risk two, surely. Oh, they're coming back for the second. It's going to be a run out. Archer's out. I suppose it does leave Curran on strike. 201.47. So the highest score of the series so far.
Archer, you vibe up and he goes very hard at that and gets six. Such as the pace on the ball from Archer and the pace of the bat swing from the 15-year-old Suryavanshi. Tongue into bowl two. Suryavanshi into the leg side for six. And a big swing at that. Can a fielder get underneath it? Who wants it? It's out. Moving in is Archer, and there's a big swing and an outside edge, and that's the luck you get in T20 cricket. Archer is in, chases down the leg side, he's out. Caught down the leg side, it gets the wicket. The young man who's going to score many, many more runs for this India side. He'll be annoyed at that. Banged in short, pulled away behind square for six. Tongue is in, pulled into the leg side, it goes, could be out, and it is! And Ishan Kishan goes, 13 off 9. Archer bowls, and this could be out as well, and it is! And somehow Bethel again has been picked out on the boundary. Shreyas goes 5 from 4, and it's 41 for 4. Archer bowls, oh, that's nicely played. Akshay Patel waiting, and oh, look at that, there's the uppercut, and it goes for 6. Straight over the keeper's head. 52 for 4. Massive swing. Is he out? He is. And this crowd are being left disappointed.
Will Jacks then, after an outstanding first over, continues. Down the track comes Tilak, and ball didn't land cleanly in his gloves. The bails were taken off.
Very awkwardly taken there, but it's enough to get rid of Tilak Farmer, and I think we're into the bowlers now, aren't we?
Once more, and oh, that's beaten him for pace, and he's got a feather on it too. Shivam Dubey, Butler with the catch. India in an absolute mess. His tongue back into Arshdeep, who hits this one in the air. Chance, Jos Buttler running back towards it. Oh no, to me, to you, and down it goes. Rashid, he winds up again, big top edge, Butler underneath it. India 68 for 8 after 9.2 overs. Unbelievable.
Turner bowls, side the way and caught the backward point. Everything going England's way. The ball finding the fielders with great regularity. Tom Banton snaffling that one. 70 for 9.
England can't do anything wrong this evening.
He faces Rashid. Oh, he's bowled him. He's cleaned him up. It's all over. And India have been hammered. 76 all out in 11 and a half overs. And it's India's heaviest defeat by runs in a T20 international.
Archer is in, chases down the leg side, he's out. Archer is in, chases down the leg side, he's out. Caught down the leg side, it's not a dismissal. Jofra Archer will look back at and think, well, that's one of the best balls I've ever bowled, but it gets the wicket. And the young man who's going to score many, many more runs for this India side, he'll be annoyed at that.
Yeah, that's bragging rights for Jofra Archer as Vaibhav Suryavanshi departs for 13 of 5. India rocked again, 29 for 2 and in trouble.
Archie holds to him, and it's a slower ball. It's clipped away into the onside, out towards wide long on. This might go for 4. It's heading out towards the road. There's our first boundary.
Outside the off stump, but it's no end of a bat from Harry Brook. He puts his arms in the air, almost as if claiming having scored a century. Mystery spin. Well, there's no mystery to that. It's been hammered by Phil Salt. over mid-wicket for 6. His first 6 of the innings. Barron bowls, mashed down the ground, and it's going to be 1 bounce and 4. Waiting, gets a short ball outside the off stump, and that could be 4 more. Yes, it is.
He is to Salt, who's inside out. To Salt, pulled away, and 1 bounce 4. As he comes in, that's been launched, that's gone into the crowd, out towards deep backward square leg. The catch is put down in the second row. But it's 6 more to Phil Salt. Salt flicks the next ball away for 4.
Action bowls, and Salt dragged it up towards the long on. Has he got enough on it? He has. It's over the fielder's head. The leaping spectator failed to take the catch as well. That was his moment of glory, and he failed spectacularly, albeit it's quite a difficult catch, leaping up. Left arm round, but wide, and it's going to be caught. It is. Simple catch to Arshdeep Singh at short third. Salt going for a big drive, thickish outs, looped in the air, and Akshar Patel gets his first wicket. And Salt's gone for 70, 158 for 5.
Personal stories behind the biggest moments in World Cup history. Listen to Sporting Witness on...
Next one last night. Argentina booked fair place for Guatemala, but Switzerland booked fair place for Switzerland. They beat Colombia 4-3 on penalties to guarantee fair placement. Switzerland took Argentina in the quarterfinals.
On BBC Sounds.
The first penalty in the shootout. Gregor Kobel looking to be the early hero for Switzerland. It's Quintero. Oh, super penalty. Kobel went the wrong way, but even if he went the right way, he wasn't stopping that.
That's how you take a penalty.
It's Xhaka. Stands to the right of the ball. Vargas beats his hands, and the goal is Xhaka, and Vargas got a hand to it, but he couldn't stop it. The power from Xhaka took it through, and he roars his relief. This for Colombia to retake the lead in the shootout. It's Davinson Sanchez, and he hits the bar! He hits the bar for Colombia, and he has his hands on his knees, and he looks at the ground, and Colombia have hit the woodwork with their second penalty of the shootout, and Dione bounces agonisingly onto the goal line, but not over the goal line. To give Switzerland the lead in the penalty shootout. It's Amdouni for Switzerland. Oh, it's brilliant. He just dinks it into the bottom corner. Vargas went the wrong way, and after 2 penalties apiece, it's advantage Switzerland. Leandro Campaz, another who's impressed off the bench for Colombia and missed a big chance at the end of extra time to try and level things up in the shootout. It's Campaz. Oh, and it's low beneath Kobel. driven into the bottom corner. That was a daisy cutter, and that's relief for the Colombian fans around the stadium. They're level in the shootout, but they've taken one more penalty than Switzerland. Argentina await in the quarterfinals as Akanji, with a short run up slightly to the left of the ball, prepares himself. It's Akanji, and it's over the bar into the Colombia fans, who celebrate as Akanji drops to his knees in despair. So, 2-2 in the penalty shootout, 3 penalties taken apiece, and the former Watford man, Cucho Hernandez, now steps forward for Colombia. Deep breath, run from the left, and it's saved by Kobel! And immediately, Switzerland strike back through their goalkeeper. Switzerland now with Cedric Itten, their striker, off the bench in this game, to put them ahead once more in the shootout and to pile the pressure on Colombia. It's Itten. It's a great penalty, smashed down the middle, and Colombia now have to score to stay in the World Cup. Luis Diaz for Colombia to keep them in this penalty shootout, to keep them in this World Cup. It's Luis Diaz, rolls it so calmly into the bottom corner. Kobel went the wrong way. So, Ruben Vargas for Switzerland, who was a doubt for this game. He came off the bench deep in normal time against Camilo Vargas of Colombia. This to send Switzerland through to the World Cup quarterfinals, where they would face Argentina. Deep breath from Vargas, boos all around the stadium from the Colombia fans. It's Vargas, it's Switzerland through to the quarterfinals. Super penalty, low into the bottom corner. And as a team, together, all the Swiss players, all the substitutes, the coaching staff, run to overwhelm Ruben Vargas and celebrate in the penalty area as Colombia's players fall to their knees. They are flat out. Heartbreak for them on penalties against England at the World Cup in 2018. And in their second ever penalty shootout at a World Cup, it is heartbreak once again for Colombia. But celebration and joy for Switzerland. They are through to the last 8.
Well, next, Argentina also booked their place this night. They came from 2-0 down to score 3 late goals within 10 minutes, with a remarkable comeback in World Cup history as they will face Switzerland at the World Cup quarterfinals.
It's an absolute thriller, this one. Here comes Mo Salah. They're desperately hoping for a moment of magic from him. Not this time. And Argentina could be away. Lautaro Martinez. Red shirts racing back as fast as they can. Oh my word! I've seen it all now. Enzo Fernandez for Argentina. Bedlam in Atlanta. In added time. The world champions are still in it. It's a heartbreaker for Egypt. But it's lifted the roof here in Atlanta.
The delivery was unbelievable. Enzo Fernandez, wow.
What a header from Enzo Fernandez, the header of his career. Can Lionel Messi score for the 9th consecutive match at the World Cup finals? No, he can't, not yet anyway. He's denied by Mustafa Shubir.
Massive moment for Egypt. Mustafa Shubir, it's a brilliant save, it really is. Purely because he doesn't go early, he waits his time and gets everything behind it. Yeah, Messi's just picked a spot, hasn't he? He's not even looking at the goalkeeper, he's decided he's just going to pick a spot. That is huge for Egypt.
To Wimbledon next. Move on to Wimbledon next. So Novak Djokovic booked his place was with 5-set thriller last night for 1 o'clock, just at 5 hours and 15 minutes last night. But he's going to play Yannick tonight in the semi-finals of Wimbledon.
These are kind of moments that I still play tennis for sure. I was telling the kids to go to sleep after the fourth, but they didn't want to listen. And I'm glad they stayed because it was honestly one of the best matches I was part of on this court in my career. And
The 55th Grand Slam semi-final.
that's great, but it's
Against
just another semi-final for me. I'm gonna look at all the numbers and everything when I finish my career. Right now, it's all business. I still have to recover. I'm still in the tournament, and I have a best player in the world in a few days' time.
So that's Novak speaking after an impressive win against all the odds. Wimbledon is
Tonight, Nigel Farage resigns his Westminster seat to stand again for election after intense scrutiny of financial support he's received.
Is this a vanity by-election, Mr Farage? Why not we?
War in Ukraine, but it now says that ban is no longer applicable. To Wimbledon now, and Novak Djokovic is through to the semi-finals as he chases a record 25th career Grand Slam title. He beat Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime in a gripping 5-hour match, which broke the previous Wimbledon record for a men's quarter-final game. It was a day on which another familiar face broke new ground, as Katie Gornall reports.
How, asked Coco Gauff. For all her success, grass has long been a puzzle. She's been playing here since she was 15, but never looked entirely at home. After losing the first set to her friend and fourth seed, Jessica Pegula, she began to trust herself.
Oh, fantastic tennis!
And for the fourth time this fortnight, went the distance and won. She'll play Karolina Muchova in the semi-final, who today laid down a marker, ending Naomi Osaka's impressive run at Wimbledon in straight sets.
So the women's semi-finals are taking shape, but around Wimbledon they're still talking about the British player who caught almost everyone by surprise.
A week ago, British tennis seemed in the doldrums, and then up stepped a 23-year-old wildcard.
And the dream is still alive for Arthur Perry.
Even his coach could barely believe it. And for a player who was born in France but raised in Wimbledon, this isn't just a tournament, it's home.
It's where I grew up. Playing here now and making good use of my wild card this year is I'm really grateful for it.
Perry grew up around sport. He came to Wimbledon both as a fan and as a junior player. Now centre court is chanting his name, and the volume may rise again when he faces Italian ninth seed Flavio Caboli.
Can he beat Caboli? Yes. Can he get to the semi-finals? Yes. That would be a magnificent run.
Novak Djokovic has done it all before. 7 times a champion here and still chasing more.
It feels very good to be part of Novak's world right now.
But Felix Auger-Aliassime wasn't there to step aside. 14 years Djokovic's junior, he dragged an enthralling match to a 5th set. Somehow the contest got better and better, all the way to a thrilling tiebreak, and Djokovic edged it. He remains centre court's great entertainer. Katie Gornall, BBC News, Wimbledon.
Now, just before we go to the weather, another intense heatwave is forming over the Atlantic, and the World Health Organization has warned that Europe could face more deadly weeks ahead. Emergency services have been battling wildfires in Spain.
A fight Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk match is set to be overnight, heading to overnight at Wembley. Next shocking news. Tommy Bowman. Give us a second. Tommy Bowman has announced from his home cricket. Her last match will be against India in the famous Test match at Lords on Friday. So we are going to go live to Centre Court, where British wildcard Andrew Ferry is on court trying to book his place in the second semi-finals.
Juice. There's no doubt that Caboli's looking a little flustered here. He's the one with big match experience, but Ferry is cool, calm and collected, putting pressure on the Italian serve again.
Advantage. Again, cranking it up over 130. And just catching enough of the line. Impressive, very impressive from the Roman.
3 games old, seconds.
Say the Roman, born in Florence, but has grown up in Rome. Passionate fan of Rome, actually was on in their academy for a few years. Very talented right back. Just that buzz around centre court, and the fans are fluttering in the sunshine on the far side. Sitting in this bowl, it really is still and incredibly warm, even in the shaded seats.
So with the new balls.
Anthony Ferry plays as the quarters who tries to book his place in the men's singles semi-final. We'll set start for you on BBC One, BBC Two. You can watch it on BBC Sport. You can watch it also BBC iPlayer and the BBC Sport website or app.
Slice from Kabali, but Ferry just unleashing on the forehand again.
He's getting frustrated, and tactically Ferry playing so well. Kabali dominates with his forehand. He likes to move the left side of the court and dictate the play. Arthur Ferry doing very well, going hard into the forehand. The ball comes back, then he's going quickly into the backhand and coming forward. So he's worked out the strategy, but he's also executing it very, very well here.
For myself, with us all of your wrap up to date with all of the sport news around the world. You can catch more sport news on the BBC Sport.
Well, emphatic, to say the least, the whole to love for Arthur Ferry.
Here it is, 4 games to 3, second set, and by 1-2.
Well, two very different service games, weren't they? Kabali hanging on, and we talked about how he changes the angles coming at you. So